Well, today is November, I think the 10th. I'm trying to make a bread recipe that I saw that looked good. So far, the bread recipes I tried out have tasted like crap. Well, to me. And don't forget, I'm German. I need something at least tasty enough to pass as bread. And the other stuff tasted or looked or felt like a Kuchen, this we call the Bröselkuchen, more like a dessert kind of style of thing. Ugh. Well, good if you like it, but it is not, for me it wasn't a bread result. So we start to make a recipe that is supposed to be quite good. I will make the recipe originally to the small recipe size, 1 cup. If I like it later on, I will make double portions. So we're starting the recipe out with 1 cup of almond flour. Well, this is take 2. I made a mistake. I used the whole cup of coconut flour. I had to separate again. It's 1/3 of coconut flour. I guess if I use more, the taste of the coconut will come too heavy. Now I add to this 1 cup of arrowroot flour. Arrowroot flour is a very low glycemic flour. That is, well, it has some glycemic in it, but not in any extent. It's about the closest to real flour as we're gonna get in this kind of keto cooking. And now we add to this, oh God, a teaspoon. I'm having a tablespoon. I'm not so organized today, I must say. A teaspoon of salt. I'm using sea salt. It's one of the better salts to help balancing your triglyceride, it's called, your minerals. And that's it for the dry ingredients. We mix this up a little. Well, this was the dry ingredients. Now we do the yeast portion. I measured here some warm water, lukewarm water. The temperature should be between 100 and 105 degrees. As you can see, it is a little bit over 100. Perfect. Apparently, the temperature is very important, especially because the yeast too cold or too hot, it will kill the yeast. That is a 1.25 cups, so let's go. And now we add to this some maple syrup for sweetener, because the yeast needs some kind of a thing to work with, and I'm going with the most. It could be that. I think it would probably work very good with natural honey too. We add 2 teaspoons of maple syrup. This will be serving as food for the yeast. I add now the yeast. I'm using a package of instant dry yeast. If you have it in a larger quantity, you would use 2 teaspoons of this. And you make sure it opens up in there. And then we wait for, now you wait for 10 minutes.
Fireworks.
In the meantime, while this is working and it's starting to do its magic, the first bubbles are coming up, I prepared 2 tablespoons of psyllium husk and 1.5 tablespoons of chia seeds, ground chia seeds. I ground my own chia seeds. Here you see beside it, it's an old coffee grinder that I didn't want to throw away because it's still working, and that has become my herb grinder. By the way, all the ingredients I use now, I finally found some person put me on to the bulk store, and I buy everything in the bulk store at the amount and the size I need. I ordered at first things from Amazon, but it's so much smarter when you go shopping yourself. Well, there we are. Now 10 minutes have passed at least. I will add now the psyllium and the chia. By the way, this recipe is of course not created by me. I got it off the internet. All you have to do is go to YouTube and type in the healthiest bread in the world. And you will see a couple that explains it wonderfully easy. Now we have to wait for about 2-3 minutes. The ingredients, chia and psyllium husk, they will get glutinous. Well, now the thing has become gelatinous, you see. I'm mixing up now the whole liquid to make sure it is well mixed under. And now we add this item to our dry mix. And we stir it under, mix it under. I prefer to do it to start with the wooden spoon. Ooh, I actually turned off the camera because I thought something went wrong. I thought I didn't have enough liquid. But look at this, the dough has become a real dough, seriously dough. And I will now knead it for about a minute, really. Well, this is now, the bowl has been made. A wet towel, I'm moisturizing a towel. Make it wet, the wetness is so it gives humidity. And I put this over my dough. And so far before, I have warmed up my oven to about 100 degrees. Then I turned it off. It is warm, not really hot to the touch, just warm. And in this now, I will add my dough. And I leave on the light. The light will make sure that certain warmth keeps present in here. Well, I just took a time out to double check the heat because it seemed to be a bit more hotter than I thought. But no, everything is correct. Now I close the door and we wait for 1 hour. For 1 hour to let it rise. Well, I waited for an hour, well, a bit longer than an hour and a few minutes. I think I waited almost an hour and a half. And here's the dough I made. Ooh, it feels like it feels fantastic. Well, here it is, my dough. It feels very, very nice. I will make only one bread. I made some egg wash. This is egg yolk with some water, mixed with some water. This I will apply now to the bread because it's supposed to make, first of all, a nice color and also create some crispiness. That's the reason why the egg wash. So, and as a pièce de résistance, I will cut a few holes so the dough can go up a bit. Yeah, that should make a nice decoration on it. Well, this is my bread from side view. I'm putting it on a, well, it would be, they asked to put it on a hot tray. Probably to start searing the bottom immediately. Actually I could do that since it's on the paper. I could just lift it with the paper. Yes, I will put the tray in the oven so it becomes hot, and then I just transfer the bread onto the hot tray. Well, I have to say one thing. I smell the bread and it smells like bread. The house smells delicious. If that is the edible stuff, oh my God, I gotta be hooked on bread again because I haven't touched a slice of bread for the last 6 weeks now. Well, I must say, for almost 40-50 minutes I waited, and just to see if I will have to turn off the oven, hang on, and turn off the light. And I took out the bread, and here it is. So far it's looking good. It sounds crusty on the outside, and I think because of the hollow sound it must be cooked. That's what bread does when it's cooked. So now I cannot eat it immediately. I cannot be cutting it. It has to completely cool down. Otherwise this glutinous parts in there would probably make it gummy or something like this. So I will wait till at least in the afternoon. I put it outside in my foyer where it is outside temperature. But, well, still the 10th of November. I'm just cooking in the kitchen. I'm cooking me some cauliflower patties. They just smell delicious. They will be delicious to eat also. But I still have to finish my bread for you because I have tasted. We'll just cut a slice. The bread has cooled down now and it turned out fantastic. The smell, it must be the yeast. It smells like bread. I tasted the first cut. It's delicious. I have bread again. Well, I show you tonight I haven't had bread for 6 weeks. I'm going in the 7th week. So I got a very, very ripe brie. Some liver pate, liver sausage, salami, a few slices of tomato, and my bread, which is delicious. I cannot believe it. I finally have. I keep forgetting to mention that this bread is not only tasting good, it also has zero gluten and close to zero carbohydrates. It is just simply fantastic.